Hey bird nerds, how we doing? Just bringing you guys a quick update here on the canaries. Been able to, we've got 3 pairs set up here, and then I do have one more male. He's right there in the aviary. He's going through a molt right now. He kind of went into a heavy molt, so I don't know what went down there. So he's currently not breeding or in breeding condition. And then I've got another female. I've got another female there. She's really young. Don't think she's quite ready to breed yet. I do have my red factor canary females there. They're new. They don't seem to be doing as well as I'd like. That's why I still have them in the cage. And I haven't quite put them with any other birds yet or with my birds because I just want to make sure they're okay. But I haven't been as confident in those ones as of current, but just wanted to bring you up on how my other canaries are doing. So we've got up top here, got my crested male. Maybe we'll come over here and open the door for you so you can kind of see got the female sitting on the nest. The problem is the female still hasn't laid an egg. So I'm not sure what's going on there as to why she hasn't laid any eggs. Let's see if there's, I haven't checked today. Let's see if there's one in the nest. I'm not seeing anything up there. So I'm not sure why. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can get a better picture of them here. This was the first pair that I put together. She built a nest pretty quick. And she's had a complete nest for about almost 2 weeks now with still no eggs. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. She sits in the nest like she has laid eggs. But there seems to be something a little bit off here on her. I'm not quite sure why she hasn't laid eggs yet. Sometimes there's things they just stump you, and there could be a few different reasons for that. I mean, there could be that she is laying her eggs. I did get her from a different breeder. This is my first year breeding her, so it could be that the eggs, that she's eating her eggs that she lays, she breaks them open and eats them. But I don't see any signs of like stained yolk anywhere or anything like that. I don't see any eggs on the floor. I've inspected the cage floor in there. I don't see any eggs down there. It could be that the male, he's young, this is his first year breeding. Could be that maybe he's doing something. So I'm not quite sure, so we're gonna give it about another week to see what's going on. They don't fight. They're pretty docile with each other, so I don't think it's that they're not compatible, but she doesn't seem to be laying any eggs, so not sure what to do there with her. Like I said, we'll probably give them another week. If no eggs show up by then, maybe I'll try a different male for her. Or maybe that something's up and she can't lay eggs. And we'll use her as maybe a foster. We'll put some of the other eggs in there with her, so I'm not sure. And then if we come down here to our mosaics, open the cage door here, let you guys take a peek. All right, let's try it now. Okay, so my male's been singing quite a bit more. Like I said, he is older. He's my oldest canary that I have, actually. He was actually my very first mosaic canary that I bred. If you see down there on his leg band, I have a number 1 on his leg band there for him. So he's the first baby first baby mosaic, I guess, I've ever raised. So she did lay 4 eggs. You can see the 4 in there. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that these are fertile, because the male is of age. I mean, he's got, what, he's 6-7 years old right now, so he's definitely got some age on him. So I hope that he still is fertile. He was fertile for me last year. He did breed and was fertile. He has been singing and showing active signs of breeding. So hopefully we can get some chicks out of them. I do enjoy the mosaic. So these ones are agate mosaics. You see how they have those dark markings on their backs? That makes them an agate, but they are a mosaic. So hopefully we'll be good there. We can get some chicks from them. And then this is the last pair that I had set up. So this is the last pair that I had set up. This is a red factor pair. There's my hen right there. She was in my aviary and I wasn't quite sure if she was ready or not. And then I had left some newspaper in there from some of my other canary, or from some of my breeding cages. And she started tearing it up like crazy. I saw her and this male feeding each other through the bars. So I threw them together. And the funny thing is the first day, you can see down here at the bottom, that gray thing down there at the bottom is the nest pan covering. So she tore that out, and I actually put it back in. She tore it out again, threw it on the ground, and then decided to build her nest without it. So, and she did grab pieces. You see some gray lined in there. She did grab pieces of that felt liner and use that to build her nest. So she didn't seem to prefer it. She'd pull it out every time and built her own nest. So I decided to leave it. She built it. Her nest was complete for about 2 days, and then she laid her first egg this morning. So usually when the canaries build their nests quickly like this, typically between 1 to 3 days after they build that nest, you can expect eggs to appear. So that's why I am a little bit baffled by this pair up here, because she's had that nest completely built for over a week and a half now, and still no eggs are showing up, at least that I've found. Like I said, they could maybe be eating the eggs, or you know, something else happening, but I'm not seeing any signs of broken eggs or yolk anywhere, things like that. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Hopefully we can figure out here in the next week or two, if she still doesn't lay any eggs, maybe we can try and do something different. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys update here on the canaries. She's waiting for me to leave so she can go sit back on her nest. They're doing good. A couple questions that I did have here. So just to answer some of you guys' questions that I've had these last week on the canaries is, you know, I've had some people say, you know, they're paired, they've got a good pair, the female lays the eggs, they sit on the eggs, but they've had several rounds and the eggs aren't fertile. What's the deal? They've seen them mate, the male sings constantly, the female is in breeding conditions, she's laying eggs. It's hard, I mean, I'm no expert at it, but I guess some things that you could explore, or maybe some potential reasons why you're experiencing that infertility is, there's a potential that your male or your female could be overweight. That can affect fertility, even if your male's singing like crazy. If he's overweight, one, it makes it hard to mount the female successfully, and two, their sperm count seems to go down the heavier they are. So that could be an issue. I do know in certain breeds like Glossers, some of the heavier set and more fluffy type canaries, many times it's important to trim around their vent for the males. That can help increase success as far as fertilizing the egg, so that's an option to explore. Or just maybe age. We'll find out here. My old canary, who does sing, who shows signs of breeding, but he may be too old. We'll see if he's got any eggs that are fertile. So it could be age play an important role in there. And sometimes if it's not any of those, if you have the option to put a different male in there that's ready, do that. Swap out the male, and if the female has fertile eggs, then you know it was a male issue. If she still lays another round and the eggs are infertile, it could potentially be a female issue, and for some reason she's not allowing the male to mount her successfully to produce fertile eggs. So those are a couple things there. I've answered one of the questions, and it's one of my questions that I have myself, with my female that's built a nest and no eggs have shown up for close to about a week now. So that's something that I'm paying close attention to see what could be the reason for that. And maybe down the road we can swap out males to see if that sparks anything, or it may be that my female, there's something up there and she's not able to lay eggs. I mean, there's probably a few possibilities that could be, so we'll kind of figure that out through trial and error. If you guys have any other questions, drop them down below. I'll try and answer them in my next canary video. I have had some requests on setting up some videos on how to breed Gullian finches, just shaft-tail finches, some of the other society finches. So those are coming. I'm in the process of making them. I've set up several pairs of Gullian finches currently. My shaft-tails have been set up and are building nests right now. My society finches are set up and are building nests right now. So we got lots of those videos coming on just the simple how to breed them and the things that you should look for to tell if your birds are in breeding condition or not. So be on the lookout for those coming here in the next week or two. So, but like I said, drop some comments down below. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I love to see the subscription numbers increase and the amount of participation and watching our family grow here with birds and being able to learn from each other through these videos and through the comments and sharing just simple techniques and experiences with each other. It goes a long way in helping us preserve these birds and you know, maintaining them in agriculture or in our community for many years to come. So appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.